Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and I thought we would for today's video, as you can tell, a lot of my makeup is already on, but I wanted to come on here and kind of talk about / play around with, swatch some new products that are out by the Balm. They came out with these 3 new anti-orange bronzers, and I had a request from some of you to check them out, and I know that one of the biggest pull toward these bronzers is that they say that they're anti-orange, meaning that they're not going to make you look like you've got that ugly, awful, like fake spray tan look to your skin. They're supposed to make it so you just have a beautiful bronze effect on a lot of skin tones, whether it be super pale like mine or olive-y kind of undertoned skin. A lot of bronzers can go on and look really orange, and it's just not flattering. And like, let's face it, we all want that like bronzy look to our skin, especially those of us that are like as white as this tissue. Like, look, I'm basically the same, except I have foundation on. But it's just one of those things where I feel like it'd be such a good thing for us to kind of look at, delve into, and talk about these price-wise and just, you know, kind of explore the brand. So we're just going to jump right in. We're going to go over swatches and pricing, and we're going to apply them to the face and kind of see what we think. We're going to show you guys the packaging and just overall what I think for the money and if they turn me orange and that kind of thing. So let's go ahead, let's zoom you in, and let's kind of look at some stuff. Alright you guys, so let's kind of start off with the Take Me Home bronzers. The description on thebalm.com, can we just talk about that name? Because like when I was younger it was you'rethebalm.com, that was like what everybody used to say. Their website is thebalm.com. Come on, that's kind of great. So anyways, I'm sorry, I get a little bit excited. The description on these is introducing Take Home the Bronze, a new collection of bronzers that deserve a standing ovation, a standing ovation. Get it? This formula, their jokes are as good as mine. This formula seamlessly takes on many roles, from breathtaking bronzer to critically acclaimed contour powder. The main feature is the formula's remarkable payoff without any surprising orange undertones. Get it? Take home. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna stop. Get ready to be the winner of the Golden Glows with these fan favorites. It's great. I love their words. Okay, so, and you guys, I don't know if this is just me or if I missed something, but I think the Balm might have gotten in trouble over what they called these, because these are in the shades Oscar Tony and Graham E, but then on the website they are all sold out, and it says Oliver, formerly known as Oscar, Thomas, formerly known as Tony, and Greg, formerly known as Graham E. Which makes me wonder, either they had other colors or they're not allowed to use those names. Maybe they got trademarked. I don't know, but that's a little upsetting. I'm sorry, because I honestly think their names are great. So anyways, that's kind of a bummer. But these are $17.50 a piece, which I don't know where. I think the Balm, I thought it was supposed to be like a drugstore kind of brand. $17.50 is pretty pricey for a bronzer if it's drugstore. Otherwise, it's a pretty in-between price if you consider, you know, like a bronzer from, say, like a Physicians Formula bronzer, which is definitely drugstore. They're like 10 bucks, or a higher end bronzer, which can be 20, 30, 40 on up. I mean, bronzers have such a huge range these days, and honestly there's so many bronzers on both sides of the aisle that it doesn't really matter. But I have went ahead and I have swatched these. So the first one we're going to take a look at is the shade Oscar. At least that's what it is on my packaging. Apparently now they all have new names, but they do come in this sleeve-esque packaging. You pull it out, and this is your little guy. He opens up kind of like a book with a tiny little mirror, and then here is your pan, and it is this top shade right here. So this is the one that will probably be going on my face today, because as you can see, it is the lightest of the 3. These all do have some form of a cooler undertone. The one in the middle has a nice warm undertone for middle tone complexions, but what I really appreciate these is the undertone of them. So next up we have the shade Tony, and you open this little guy up and you can definitely see, like I said, there's the more orangey undertone. It's very warm, but it is not, again, it's not going to show up orange, or at least that's their claim, on middle toned skin or medium toned skin, which is awesome. I love the distinction that they've made there. I really just love the distinction that they've made with these in general. I think it's brilliant. So now we have Graham E, which I love. Look at this little guy. My God. and they just open back up, and then you have the darkest shade right at the bottom there. This one kind of shocked me because I feel like it's swatched a little bit darker than it looked in pan, at least maybe to me, I don't know. What I do like about this shade is that I feel like if you're in a pinch, and even me as a fair toned person, I could probably use this if I went in with like the tiniest amount. We'll see how blendable they are, but like it's cool enough that I could still get away with something like this, you know what I mean? I really just love that overthrow of their bronzers. This line especially, I feel like it's very workable. Now just for comparison, I believe this is one of their like most well-known bronzers, or one that they've had for a while. This is their Bahama Mama, and it is, well, let's look at the color. It's made all the same way as all the rest. Just kind of take it out of the little package. She is so cute. I really struggle with this because, okay, let's look at the color. Same mirror, same everything in that respect, and then she is right over there. I only picked this one up just so I could kind of compare them. A lot of you, if you're a fan of the Balm or you've been working with them previously, this is one that you would have probably had, and you would be like, hey, I want to compare it to the other one. So that is it, and then these three in relation to it. You can see that it is a very different color. It's so interesting because I thought for sure this one and the lightest one, I'm like, oh, they look pretty similar, like, okay. And then when I swatched them, I was like, they're not. This one has like a totally different undertone than this guy does. I was so blown away. And it's little things like that. A lot of like in the middle range, people don't have to worry about it so much with skin tone. They don't have to be as picky or as specific when it comes to bronzers and contours and stuff like that. But when you're super fair or, you know, super deep skinned, that's when undertones and you have to get a lot more picky because you end up looking dirty, at least for me. Anytime I use the wrong shade of bronzer or contour, it literally looks like I smear mud and dirt on my face. And it's just not a good look. We try to avoid it. Oh my God, my nose is just so bad. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh God, please don't sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. My eyes already watering. Come on, I got so many issues right now. You guys, I got stuff coming out of every hole. It's just not good. I do not like this. I do not like this. Why is there a giant container of hair conditioner on my vanity? Anybody? Anybody? Now, I noticed that they also had a couple new products right here. These are the Bonnie Dew-Manizers and Mary Dew-Manizers. Yes, oh my God, such a tongue twister. These are only in existence because, to my understanding, one of their best-selling, most well-known products of all time is the Mary Luminizer, aka the Luminizer. This is her right here. To my understanding, this is one of their most well-known highlights. It is supposed to be blinding and beautiful. Totally, my skin tone does come with a nice size mirror. I will pull up prices on these ones in just a second. So let's go ahead and look at the swatches though. So basically, again, this is all to my understanding. I'm relatively new, so I had to do a little investigating. This one, this sexy little devil, I mean, look at her. How cute, right? This is adorable. I love their packaging. Side note, it's very like pin-up style, retro chic, super adorable. But to my understanding, that because this was so amazing and so great and did so well, that's when they came out with, okay, I need to put a basket at my feet to like catch everything I drop. It is to my understanding that that is why they came out with the same highlights but in a liquid formula. For me personally, I'm not a huge fan of liquid highlights, but for today I actually did a little bit of looking around. We're going to read it straight from the website, but I plan to apply a little bit of this guy on my cheek, and then I want to set it with the powder. That way, no matter what happens, I still have a nice highlight. But they do say on the packaging that these can be applied directly for a highlighted effect or added to other products such as moisturizer or foundation and lipstick for like a really nice highlighted effect. So you can use them, I think, in any way that you choose. At least I'm hoping that's the case because that's how I plan to do it. This is probably why brands don't want me to review their products. They're like, honey, what are you doing? Why are you doing it wrong? Because I'm bored. Why not? So these liquid highlights do retail for $14.50, and it says here that they are the newest addition to our multitasking highlight family. Oh, they have a cute little family. They are a creamy yet lightweight. These glow getters can be worn alone on the eyes, cheekbones, cupid bow for an intense highlight. Add some sheen to your favorite lip color by dabbing on the top of your lip look. Mix with moisturizer and do all the other stuff. So fun. Okay, great, awesome. Now the Mary Luminizer, this is $24, and that's a little bit pricey. This must not be drugstore pricing because these are These are expensive. But anyways, doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there in my world. I did go ahead, let me actually get these in the right order, which would be not like that. I have went ahead and I swatched them for you. You can see that this light sheen up here is Mary, and then you have Bonnie right down below. And then on the side here, this is the powder version of the Mary Luminizer, which again, I picked up for me to use, but then I also picked it up so a lot of you that might already have it or are familiar with it, you could see how it compares to the liquid version. I feel like that's one of those things, anytime you're examining like, you know, this brand and they come out with this new line, the one thing everyone's going to want to know is, well, I already have this, is it the same? Because why would you spend money on something that's the same? So if you're like, Paige, why did you pick up products that like aren't relevant? That's why, because, well, A, I'm just weird, and B, that's what made sense to me, so that's what I did. And I'd also like to thank the Balm for having such a great website a website on their sale. Okay, Paige, you're drunk, you can just stop talking. I would also like to thank the Balm for having such a great sale on their website. Everything that I picked up this day was half off. They had an entire like 50% off the whole site friggin' sale, which is just like, I was like, oh, well, stand back and hold my credit card. I was so excited. So everything that I got, thank God, was on sale, because I have to be honest, I don't think I could have reviewed this collection like this had that not been the case. I would love to be on their PR list after today, just after seeing this, because that would, either of those would look so beautiful on the eyes, which, side note, is the only reason that I bought this one right here, because I was like, that would look beautiful on the eyes. So at least I can have an excuse as to why I'm buying it, right? So for me today, we are going to be going in with this cute little guy right here. This is in the shade Oscar. I really love this tone. I think it'll work perfectly for me. I don't know. I feel like, ugh. And I feel like it blends out like so beautifully on my hand. I'm really hoping that this works as well on my face as it did right here. And a couple things okay, maybe this is just me, you guys can tell me. I feel like for $17.50, like, is this packaging a little underwhelming? I know it's kind of their thing to have like this kind of packaging. I get that. I don't know. I just feel like it feels drugstore, but like the pricing is a little over what I would expect to be drugstore. Is that weird? I don't know. Now for this, I am going to be going in with the IT Cosmetics. This is their Plush Powder Brush 313. It is of their Velvet Luxe collection. You guys, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can barely speak. Like, I'm losing my mind. But I wanted to go in with this brush. I really love it. It's beautiful. It's super soft. And I feel like if anything will give this powder a really fair assessment, it is this brush. So we're just going to go in. We're going to definitely tap off, because you pick up quite a little bit of product here. Oh, and it's staying. Okay, that's cool. So let's go ahead. We're just going to start from the back, and I'm barely touching my face right now. I just want to see why would I try to look in a mirror I can't even see? Paige, you're an idiot. I'm like over here like looking in this mirror and I can't see it. Like, why would I don't know. You guys, none of the stuff I make sense. None of the stuff I make sense. Oh my God, I just leave out words. None of the stuff I do make sense. That's what I meant to say. Just gonna I always start from the back with my bronzer, like back at the hairline. And I pull it forward, because you don't ever want to like start in the middle and then work out, because you could end up with like a giant ball right there of ugly looking product, and like, no thank you. And I am tapping off a lot of this because I am super fair skinned. If you have darker or tanner skin, that wouldn't be something that you'd have to worry about nearly as much as I do. But you know, when you're fair, you don't have as much of an option to add as much color as you might like. That's right, we still bronze up that double chin just a little bit. Whoa, child, get that hair out there. I don't got time for none of that business. Okay, so I have went in and I did a light bronze. So this is me with a light, like, one time over. And there's nothing over here, so you can definitely still see. It's giving me a little bit of definition, a little bit of color, a little bit of warmth. I want just a tiny bit more, so I'm going to build it up just a little bit. And again, I'm kind of concentrating it right in this area, because I will go over it a little and with a brush and kind of blend it out, because I don't like a super like harsh line right there, but I do think that looks really beautiful, right? Like, look at how just sculpted that looks versus this side where it's like, oh, I'm sorry, giant billboard. Oh, sculpted billboard. You can still have a billboard, just sculpt that damn thing. Hey guys, fun fact, did you know that in order for a camera to run, it needs to have a battery with juice in it? I mean, who knew? So now that I've changed the battery to accommodate my needy camera, I have got my cat is making so much noise. This whole video and like my world is going to be about my damn cat making noise in the background. Between my cat and this camera, I tell you what, girl, you pushing me. Anyways, I'm so happy. Oh my God. Look at these cheeks. So now that we are to this point, I did go ahead, I threw some blush on, which of course you didn't see because I talked to myself that whole time. But I put on a little bit of the Tarte. This is in the shade Seduce right here. I really love this blush. It packs such a beautiful like light mauve-y punch, and I kind of want a little bit more today with my blush just because I loved the way that it paired with that bronzer. But you guys, I really love that bronzer. It has a ton of pigment, but it's so blendable on the skin. Like, I went a little bit heavy and I actually had to like blend out in a couple areas, and it diffused so nicely. And I think that it's something that I don't have to feel bad that you guys didn't see it, because you can tell that like it just diffused. Like, even look at my forehead. It's just like, whew, it like softens onto and like down my forehead, in from the sides, up my cheeks. Like, it just really does. Even I kind of did like a little bronzer on that, you know, double chin situation, and I'm telling you, I think it went really well. So now we're going to go in with some of the Mary Dew-Manizer, again, because this one is a lot closer to my complexion than the other one, because I couldn't pull that off if I was already a dead corpse. But, well, if I was dead, I'd be more pale. Why am I such a literal person? Anywho, oh my God. We're going to take this Beauty Blender right here. I think that that would be the way I would choose to apply this. And I'm actually going to spray it with just a tiny bit of setting spray just to make sure that it's like got a decent amount of moisture on it. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of this right here. We're just going to dab it on the high point of our cheeky cheek, literally right in this area. And then we're going to take our little Beauty Blender. I want to kind of blend it out because I definitely think it doesn't want to set right there, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why are you so sexy? Blend it, blend it, blend it all the way down the face. Da, da, da. Blend it, blend it, blend it. I don't want it to sit in place. Do, 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 do. Wow, that actually blended out so beautiful. Oh my God. Let's add a little bit more. Let's maybe make it a little more dramatic. You guys, when I'm feeling a little bit of extra drama, I kind of pull this cheek down a little bit like this way. And I know you're not technically supposed to, but I honestly, it makes me feel like I'm doing one of these. Like, look at my cheek. It's like coming for you. It's coming to the nose, and then the nose is coming for you. You know what I mean? It's got... No? Okay. I'm the only one? Big shocker. And I do because I have super, like, pronounced cheekbones already. Like, naturally, I just have really high cheekbones, which I know are kind of a blessing. But at the same time, they make highlight a little bit difficult because technically I don't need, like... I don't want to say I don't need highlight because everyone needs highlight. Other than Jesus. He's his own natural highlight. He glows already. But like other than, you know what I mean? I got this situation going on. And it makes it difficult sometimes because when you have naturally high cheekbones, if you don't put the highlight, oh my God, how many times can I say highlight? If you don't put it in the exact right location, it'll actually pull your cheekbone down. And that's definitely not what we're going for because people pay for these kind of cheekbones. And I don't wanna make them droopy. So that actually blended out really nice. I do have a little bit of a line right there, but I'm pretty sure that'll go away. But what do you guys think? Oh my God, Lord. I mean, like that compared to that, like... You know what I mean? I think it's kind of stunning. Before I go to the other cheek, I want to set that with this one, just because I feel like it. And now, as a lot of you know, I have lately been loving applying my highlight after I set my face. So just to kind of create that effect, I'm just gonna my Beauty Blender one more time, and then we're gonna dive into this Mary Luminizer thing. Oh my God, look at that. Okay, and now we're just gonna dab it on, dabbly doop. Dabble, do ya? Look at that. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Am I the only person in the United States that was like sleeping on this highlight? Because I didn't know that I needed it this much until I had... Oh my God. It's beautiful. Oh my God. I mean, it's a little much. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. But like, what? And I have so much texture on my upper cheek right there. And this highlight does not accentuate it at all. And I was actually a little bit worried because I went down with that cream highlight first. I thought for sure it was going to like accentuate my texture. And if anything, I think it smoothed my texture. Oh, hello. Jesus' gift to mankind. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have to run along. I'm gonna finish up my face, do the other side. I'm gonna come back. I want to talk final thoughts. I want to talk application. I want to talk, is the price worth it? I just want to talk in general because I talk a lot. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's like a thing. So I'll be right back. My eye, oh, and in case you needed an update, it's like day 304,000 and this is still leaking, in case you were wondering, and you're like, Paige, how's your eye doing? Still leaking, still looking like actual dog piss, in case you were curious, but I'll be right back. So here's the deal, y'all. I gotta be honest. Now that my whole face is on, now that I'm kind of like checking myself out, this is beautiful. Like the bronzer, at first I was like, it got away from me a little bit. I wasn't a big fan. I tried to diffuse it a little bit more, and then I was like, wait a second. It's so beautiful. You know how like you always second guess yourself when you do something that's a little different or like a little outside your comfort zone and you're just like, oh, I'm not sure, I'm not sure. I went for it today and I'm so glad I did. These colors, for some reason, all of these products pulled me just a little bit outside of my comfort zone, and I think that they look absolutely stunning. Like, as I'm pulling all my hair back, like I think that it looks gorgeous. I love these bronzers. I love the way that they blended out. One of the biggest issues that I've had, wow, other than my hair, that really should just be pinned back. Where in the hell did my clip go? Yeah, that doesn't look dumb. Whatever. Let's just power on through, shall we? But one of the things that I'm always so intimidated with when I try a new bronzer or anything like that, but especially one that like could go either way, it could be good, it could be not good, I'm always afraid that it's going to make my face and my skin look cheap. I think that that's one of the things that no one ever wants to really address in makeup, but it's something that's so true. You can test, and again, I'm not saying all cheap or low end or all high end or one brand or whatever. It's making something that looks cheap on your skin. I've tried out several foundations that some people really love that are high end or low end, and they make me look cheap. They make my skin look cheap, and I don't like that look. I don't care what I'm paying for makeup. I want to know if it makes me look cheap, if it makes me look, or if it makes me look, you know, like well put together. Does it make me look sculpted? Does it make me look like I know what I'm doing? I don't want to look like a 3-year-old did a paint by numbers on my face. And I feel like these bronzers gave me a level of confidence and a level of comfortable with them that I just wasn't anticipating. There were so many things about them that I was like, oh God, and it's not just these brands, I really should say, it's a lot of brands. Same with these, you know, this highlight, I was like, oh man, like that's a cream highlight, this could go really good, really bad. And as someone who typically hates cream-esque products, that is stunning. I can tell you with fair certainty that this highlight, together they're beautiful. I applied them another way on this side. I actually set my whole face, and while it was damp, I applied them, and it looked like, this is me applying, and it looked absolutely beautiful as well. Like it just diffuses and like melts itself into the skin so beautifully. I did pull it down a little bit farther on the inside just because I really liked, I figured if I had a little more dramatic contour, a little more dramatic blush, a little bit more of that look down to the center is kind of what I was going for. And I really think that I'm so impressed with how well these products all worked together, with how well they worked separately, and the versatility of applying them was even a little kind of stunning to me. I tried, you know, the finger method, and I tried a bunch of different things, and they just went on so beautifully. Oh, and if you're curious, what is on my lips? Where did I put that? Oh, right in front of me. This is my Lorac and Pirates of the Caribbean collab. This is the Barbossi or Barbassi, whatever the hell you want to call it, but they don't make it anymore, and mine, I'm not gonna lie, this is embarrassing. So I take it apart, and it's actually in 2 pieces. Like my lipstick, let me just, you know what I mean? We're in one of these situations, like it's not in good shape. I probably shouldn't still be using it, but I do because I love it, and I love the gloss that came with it. Like this combination works so well for me when I do like a brownish smoky eye. Like my eyes turned out really stunning today. I actually, if you're curious, I'm testing out the, oh my God, my fingers. I'm testing out the Violet Voss Like a Boss palette. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a first impression, and then I was like, I'm doing a lot of first impressions, so I figured I would use this one a few times, and then we're going to talk about it and do an eye look with it. But you guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you liked it, that it was enjoyable, and that it was something you were curious about, because when those come back in stock, y'all are going to want to know. I did see a spot on their website where you can enter your email, and they will send you a notification when they're back in stock. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below. I put out new videos constantly, like every single day, or Monday through Friday, or Sunday. Like, honestly, 5 to 7 videos a week. It's a butt ton, but I really do try to push and throw as much content at you guys as I can because that's kind of my jam. So do not forget, comment, like, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I am thebalm.com with thebalm.com. See that little play on words I just did there? Pretty proud of myself.